The mochi French toast is pretty straightforward. We have this beautiful milk bread, peanut butter. Roll out a mochi, stuff that in the middle, fry that French toast, ice cream over the top. It is a textural triumph. Thank you. What's up? My name is Lucas Sin. I'm the chef of Junzi Kitchen. I'm also a proud member of the Shy Boys Club. This is the simplest dish in the world. It's a really silly idea. I can't believe you guys are asking me to demo this. It's so silly. This French toast dish is my mom's favorite dish in the world. We're gonna start with the garnish. Hong Kong style peanuts, they're shelled, which means that the shells are off, but the skin stays on, and you gotta soak it for at least 10 minutes. You know the peanuts are soaked and ready when they start to leach color into the water. We're gonna drain it, press them out as best you can, but don't crush the peanuts. Peanuts going first. Cold oil, any neutral oil will do. This is the traditional Southern Chinese way of frying peanuts. You start really cold, you bring it up really, really slowly. At certain intervals, different things will happen to the peanuts. For educational purposes, we're gonna put this thermometer in, a little over 212. So we're gonna lower it and let it slowly, slowly go. Today we're doing a Shy Boys dish. So the Shy Boys Club, it's me and Eric Z from 886. We've been doing pop-ups every month. We have an affinity for Asian cooking, creatively and thoughtfully. It's all really silly, but it's a good time. Okay, I'm gonna start cranking it up. This big bubbles instead of the small bubbles means the peanut's almost ready. See this beautiful color? Oh my God. A touch before it's done, you wanna take them out because the residual heat is gonna keep cooking. Deep brown color on the peanuts, perfect. We're just soak off some of this oil so it doesn't get too greasy, and then we're gonna bring it into our bowl. Diamond kosher, best salt there is. Generous, tiny bit of sugar. And then you gotta toss them. But as they cool down, they'll get crispy. Put those peanuts aside, and we'll move on to cutting our bread. This milk bread is a Japanese milk bread. It's made pretty similarly to how a lot of brioche-like loaf breads are made in Hong Kong. We're gonna do them probably about a little less than an inch. The crust doesn't taste so good. But you can make cute little French toast sticks with it at the end. Wow, this is gonna be so cute. Japanese milk bread has milk inside of it. Milk lends a sort of creaminess, but also fattiness to the bread. Peanut butter on both sides. I like to use Skippy, the organic stuff. Because they don't add stuff to perfectly emulsify it, it doesn't work as well. But I like the little crispy bits, the little crunchy bits on this one. Mochi, cutting board, and then you destroy it. We're just rolling out the mochi so that it fits in the toast a little bit better. We're using ice cream mochi today, but you can use daifuku, which is red bean mochi, or any stuffed other type of mochi that doesn't have ice cream in it. Ice cream mochi is great because you get melty ice cream inside after you fry it. It'll leak out of the French toast. You get this beautiful creme anglaise cream sauce. You're gonna press it together. All that craftsmanship totally gone, both in the mochi and in the milk bread. So sorry, Japan. You wanna be able to hold one slice of bread and you don't want it to fall apart. Season it with a little bit of salt or sugar. Nice. We're gonna make a quick batter for this from my favorite cha chan tang, my favorite Hong Kong diner. 2 eggs and 2 tablespoons of milk, just to thin it out a bit and give it a paler color. A little bit of sugar, a little bit of salt. Oil is happily at 300-ish. Once you batter it, you wanna fry it. Dredge it well. Should begin to float. Be patient with it. Let it soak up all that oil. One of the most surprising things about Chinese cooking that I learned ever since cooking Chinese food, manipulation of oil temperatures. There's a lot of benefit to frying at temperatures that aren't super high all the time. Flip it over, be kind. Do you see how it's puffing up a little bit? Wow, I'm so excited about this. Just like looking at it, think about my mom. This day and age, one of the privileges of cooking in New York is that you're allowed to tell a story while you make your food. And the story that this dish tells is the good people of Hong Kong responding to British colonialism and making like something really wonderful out of it. Hong Kong diner food is so comforting for me. It's so simple, it's so affordable, it's so cheap. Something as simple as French toast, and it's like, why are people frying it in pans? You should just deep fry it for quicker pickup times and fluffier bread. And then now, you know, in 2020, silly me is like, we should put mochi inside. You want to take it a little bit over golden brown, a little bit darker. That's when caramelization happens. Look at this darn thing. Oh my goodness. Let it soak for a second on one side, flip it over so the other side can drain as well. But that's the first piece. We're going to do triple stack and then everything else over the top. Oh. That's what I'm talking about. I'm gonna chop up the peanuts, just a small amount. Leave it relatively chunky so there's a bit of texture. Here's a first. Here's a second. Here's a third. My goodness. We're gonna go ice cream over the top. Regular vanilla ice cream is the way to go. Ooh. Peanuts. And the syrup. So this is Lyle's golden syrup. It is super essential, inverted syrup. Color is beautiful, but it also has a wonderful malty flavor. It's important to get it all over the Munchies test kitchen. Otherwise, why are we here? An excessive amount, absolutely excessive amount. I was nervous because Munchies team came and ate this at one of our pop-ups and asked me to do this, and I felt sorry for everything I represented. I actually apologized to my mom this morning. Honestly, what can you say after looking at this? This is maybe the best thing that's ever happened to me. Silly ideas are often good ideas, and just because they're silly doesn't mean you don't have to take it too seriously. So take a peanut seriously, find the right type of bread, find the right type of mochi, good ice cream, and make sure you have the right type of syrup that has the right viscosity. Is it peanuts? Mochi, that stretchy texture. Textural triumph is the best description of this of all time. Crispy peanuts, so salty, so sweet. Oh my goodness. You guys have to get in on this. It's out of control. Too bad you can't get it at my restaurant. But if you want to try some of our other food, come to Junzi Kitchen. Come to Shy Boys Club. Hit us up on Instagram. The recipe for this is going to be in the link below. It's going to be a good time. It always is. I honestly cannot believe that we're doing this. I worked in all these fancy kitchens and now mochi French toast. My mom was proud of me though. My mom was very proud of me that this made it onto a menu.